And part of the reason for all of this, and for focusing on this and bringing this all up, is this ideology that's been going around, that's been being sponsored in certain circles of rigorism and of zealotry is toxic, and it's hurting people. It's hurting people all over the church, and not just here. It's hurting people here, but it's hurting people. Every priest I talk to is all over the country and across jurisdictions is having huge problems with the zealots and the rigorists, or their victims. The people that say, "Oh, I was received by chrismation in the Antiochian Archdiocese or the OCA or the Greek Archdiocese, and now I'm being told that was not legitimate, and I shouldn't be receiving communion." And they've been Orthodox for 30 years. Now, and it gets worse than that too. This is wrong. This is definitively wrong. And this is a grave sin. Because it's fundamentally destructive to people's faith and to their lives. And so I think it's my responsibility to try and guard the flock, y'all, from this. The ecumenical councils have the highest level of authority in the church. And when the ecumenical councils make a ruling, it essentially negates or abrogates rulings from previous councils, because they can contradict one another. It's important to remember, that the ecumenical councils are not infallible. You can't read them and think that they're infallible. It doesn't work, because it's what it is. It's a process of development. All the dogmas were developed across the first 7 ecumenical councils, but the discipline has also continued to develop, and the structure of the church has continued to develop. One of the things that the church has recognized when it first started to deal with this was that God works outside the Orthodox Church. We know we are the fullness. We know God works within us. We can recognize something that they're doing when one of those people wants to come and join us. One of the biggest problems with the argument against chrismation, receiving by chrismation, is that we don't value chrismation highly enough. Chrismation is the gift of deification. In the Orthodox Church, you have to be chrismated before you can receive the Eucharist. You can't, just baptism isn't enough. Even with a full triple dunk baptism, that's not enough to receive Holy Communion. You're not fully a Christian until you're chrismated. Chrismate, Christian, Christ, it's all the same word, means anointed. Most of the Orthodox Christians in the world were baptized either by pouring or by aspersion, in reality. A lot of churches didn't have the facilities to do full baptism. And this is certainly the case in Russia, it's in Serbia, in Georgia, where'd he go? And in other places. Is it good practice? Probably not. Is it acceptable practice? Yes. So just because somebody was not baptized by full triple immersion doesn't mean that they're not Orthodox. We don't make a pronouncement about what goes on, what happens in other churches to their own people. But if you were baptized in the name of Jesus with a single immersion, we would baptize you. Of course, this is road course, so we'd baptize you anyway. But if you had some kind of grave injury and needed to be baptized, we wouldn't hesitate to, pour the water on your head 3 times. So to baptize you.